Can I ask you a question? Do you think Dad uses the phone too much?
Yep.
How does that make you feel? If am I being too
Hello.
distracted? What do you think I should be doing instead?
Playing around with us.
With your sons?
And then if you don't interact with your sons, then why do you have sons?
And why do you have 3 sons?
That's a good point. Very good point.
Because look, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's a problem, yeah?
Because look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over there at work.
The first step to curing an addiction is to actually admitting that you have a problem. I've decided I'm going to start to delete all of the social media apps on my phone. It's no surprise that social media has become an addiction in my life, and it's affecting my family, it's affecting my relationship with my wife, my relationship with my children, and more importantly, it's affecting my mental health. The catalyst of this was coming off a video that I watched on YouTube. It really struck a chord with me because it was mentioning millennials, how they're checking their phone 100 to 150 times per day. Every time that they were going to their phone, it was for no apparent reason. It was just simply to check whether there was a notification that was coming in. And this notification was hitting, or triggering rather, a hit of dopamine in their body, which is this feel-good hormone that the body releases. As I kept watching it, I learned how and recognized how we're utilizing or wasting time utilizing this social media platform. Social media can be used as a form of good, as a form of awareness, as a form of really reaching out and connecting people, and that's what I love most. But the time wasting, the constant checking, the constant trying to keep up with the latest technology, with flicking between social media platforms, and also the loss of connection that I'm feeling as a result of doing this. So I've decided that I'm going to buck the trend and delete all the social media apps on my phone. Now, as a digital marketer, this comes with a whole heap of problems, and I know that I'm already feeling anxious about the opportunity that are gonna go past me, and I'm gonna miss as a result of doing this. But I know within my heart of hearts that I have to do it. It's something that I'm craving because I miss the connection, I miss the moments, I miss the times where I really want to be there experiencing things, and that's what I really live for. So I don't know how this is going to work, but I know that I definitely have to do it. Bring your kids to work day.
Yeah.
Talking about going to work with your dad.
We're gonna do some marketing.
That was awesome. Okay, so it's been a couple of days. I've deleted Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. That's about it, I think. It's all off my phone. I have minimized the constant checking as much as possible. Right now, I'm waiting for the kids to exit the house. I normally would just be checking my phone and things like that. I'm actually finding myself in a state of boredom because I'm just not doing anything. That was sweet. Okay, it's been a week since I deleted the apps off my phone. I will admit that, like any addict, there's an easy way to find yourself going through some backdoor way of getting onto Facebook. I'm also experiencing a bit of a blockage to my business in terms of getting access to my Pages app. So I manage about 15 pages. So through the businesses that I work with, so I monitor their, their social media pages and things like that. I do ads for them, all those sorts of things. So that's become a limitation. The only way I can get access to that is via my laptop, which has been somewhat of a problem because although I do have my laptop with me a lot of the time, I can't just sort of get it out whenever I want it. There's low battery, there's all sorts of issues there. Nonetheless, I'm not making excuses, but I have re-downloaded my Pages Manager app to my phone. Everything else is off. The things that I've implemented though, that have been working really, really well. I have stopped taking my phone to my bedroom. I've been listening to an ebook, How to Live a Good Life, Jonathan Fields. One of the things that he suggests in there, which is a no-brainer really, but the bedroom is for sleeping and for love making. Two of my favorite things to do. Taking the phone to the bedroom is an absolute distraction. It definitely affects your relationship. It definitely affects the way you sleep. What I've been noticing is that I've been finding it difficult to fall asleep without having my headphones in and listening to some meditation or some shit like that. So I've had to put myself in a situation where I needed to practice my own meditation, quietening my mind using techniques that have enabled me to relax quicker and faster. Lo and behold, I have had some really solid night's sleep in the last week. I have cracked a couple of times, as I mentioned before, but so far the benefits are definitely outweighing the pros of having social media at your fingertips.
Okay, off to Laser Arena in Narellan. The boys are with me. They've all ran off inside, so they're too excited. Anyway, we're going to go and have a nice session here today. I'll talk to you soon.
Who's going to win? Me or you? Dad.
Got a little break. Managed to get the kids off to mum's for a couple of hours. So I'm going to jump in the gym and have a quick sesh, but I want to share with you a couple of things that I've discovered about social media and how it affects you in your life.
All right, so yes, looking like an idiot in front of everyone. It's important that I share this with you because the last couple of weeks have been really interesting for me, and I've been researching a lot about social media addiction, what it does to you. And so I want to point a few things out. First thing is to really understand and acknowledge that you may have a problem. I'm not going to say you do. I certainly have recognized in myself that I've got an issue and a challenge with regards to social media, with regards to just the mobile phone in itself, digital products and stuff. I see it within my kids, but I see it in myself, and I am the role model, so I want to be the change maker in all of this, okay? But here's a couple of things that I've discovered. I've got everything written down here, so I'm just gonna run it off to you as I go, okay? There are signs to really indicate that you have an addiction or a need for social media and your phone in your life, and I'll give you a couple of things. So you constantly have your phone in your hands, okay? That's certainly something that I can relate to. I'm not sure about you. Number two, you feel anxious when your phone is not near you, or your battery's going flat and you're not near your charger, or you have no internet connection. Okay, if you are feeling panicked or anxiety or slightly frustrated, that is an indicator to me that social media and your phone and the addiction towards checking it, needing it, having it as a necessity and an extension of your hand is a problem, and it's something that you should look at. If you are filtering your life, so it's Instagram worthy or it's Facebook worthy, that to me is an indication that you are detached from what's real in life, okay? So for me personally, this is something that I want to get back to. I want to get back to what is real in life, what is connection, what is emotion, what is feeling, what is experiences, not things, what is, you know, having the moment enveloped in your body and really take over your whole being, okay? Not just saying, oh, this moment is not good enough to showcase online. So you're filtering your life based on your social media preferences, okay? Clear indication that your life is not living on purpose and it's congruent with your values. If you don't know what that is, you need to find that out. For me, these is totally imbalanced, and so I'm really, really cautious now of how I use social media. There's a saying that I heard ages and ages ago. It says, if you're not touching yourself or your partner the first thing in the morning, you've got a problem. And the thing is, you've got a problem. So there is definitely a need in your life to detach from your phone. To, if it's the last thing that you touch at night and the first thing you touch in the morning, you definitely should consider breaking away and detaching this need to have it near you. It's certainly something that I'm looking at, so I would encourage you to do it as well. Here's another one, and a critical one. You easily lose chunks of time simply scrolling aimlessly through newsfeed. Here's something you can do about it. I'm going to jump into a workout, so I've got to get going, but here we go. Number one, here's the things that you can do about it. You can stop taking your phone to your bedroom. Leave it in another room, okay? The bedroom is for sleeping and for lovemaking, okay? Leave it to those two things. Have a digital-free day. So at least once a week. At the moment I'm choosing Sundays, so I'm going to be leaving my phone away from me, switching off notifications and all that kind of stuff. There's little strategies that I can implement in terms of my digital media presence, so I can still remain present by utilising strategies that basically enable me to schedule posts and all that kind of stuff. So I can do away with this, and I know I can easily do it. I've done it a couple of times already. Another one is no phone at dinner time, okay, or when you're out to dinner. Took my wife out for dinner just the other night and left the phone in her purse for the entire time. Guess what? We had to have really meaningful conversations because I just didn't have any distractions, and it was a great night. Yeah, it was meaningful. It was purposeful. We connected, and she took really good notice of what I was doing, and so that made me feel good. You can limit your screen time for yourself and for your kids. If you have children, you should be demonstrating to them that you have control over your own actions. So what I've done with my kids is that I've limited screen time for them, and then I've also limited screen time for myself. I've also taken an added extra to this where whatever screen time they have, whatever time amount they have, I am now adding an hour, that same amount of time in exercise. So if we have 30 minutes of screen time, we have 30 minutes of exercise. We have an hour of screen time and an hour of exercise. Just the other day, we did like a 2-hour bike ride, and then we had a bit of a time out and all that kind of stuff. We had some screen time. We also did another hour of exercise later in the afternoon. It worked an absolute treat. We all had a great time. We all connected as a family, and the kids went to bed early, so it was amazing. One of the things that I think I want to encourage you with all this, and this is certain things that I'm experiencing myself, getting better night's sleep. I'm feeling more connected and on purpose, more efficient in my time, more productive with my time, getting a lot more done within my day. I'm also recognizing what's real and what's not. I don't have to filter my life anymore. I don't have to feel the necessity for all this. I'm also noticing that my neck pain is starting to alleviate. So have you ever heard of text neck? So it's the constant sort of, bending down and looking at screens all the time. Not experiencing that anymore, or at least a lot less of it now. I'm going to continue along because to me, this has been a significant breakthrough and something that I'm definitely going to continue. I'm down here for a bit of reflection. I guess my thoughts are this. With a couple of weeks now of removing myself from social media as much as possible, from not checking my phone as much as possible, from not checking emails and apps and all sorts of stuff as much as possible, from leaving my phone away from me as much as possible. What I've noticed is this. I feel like I am more connected to the moment. I feel like I'm more connected to my family. I'm more in tune with the purpose of what this thing called social media is for me. And What it is a tool for communication, is a tool for influence, it's a tool to share my message, it's a tool to generate income, but it's also something that is just that, it's a tool. It's not the be-all end-all, it's not my master. I have to master it. And I really think that when I go back to the values, my personal values of personal growth, of love, of connection, of choices, of being in the moment, of experiences, not things. This is who I am. This is why I do the things that I do. So in order to have that show up in my life, I need to be more congruent with my values. This to me has been a huge step and a huge awakening. It's something that has not just crept up on me overnight, it's been looming for quite some time, and I'm really thankful and really grateful that I've had people in my life that are steering me in this direction, and that I've had moments that have come to me that have given me the push and the ammunition that I needed in order to help me make this move. My only words of wisdom to you who are listening out there is that perhaps you take the same steps. Perhaps you think about what you want more and what you need more in your life. I definitely know that you need a lot less stress, you need a lot less anxiety, and you need a lot more connection, a lot more purposeful moments, a lot more meaningful moments, a lot more moments in your life that you can then sit back and in times of reflection feel a joy in your heart and in your soul that simply does not come from scrolling through newsfeed aimlessly for hours. This to me is the real essence of living. I don't know if this is going to be a great success or a great failure, but what I do know is that I do not want to go to my deathbed knowing that I could have tried and I didn't.